All right. So, what's in it for you for today's Facebook Live webinar? First is to discover how ICS Cebu can guide you from study to permanent residency in Malta. Second, it is to explore courses. We've got some courses, scholarships, and campus facilities directly from GDU or GBS Malta. Also, if you have some questions that you want us to address, no BS, just real talk for today's Facebook Live webinar. So again, if you have questions, guys, please don't hesitate to comment it in the comment section below. All right. So for our first topic, we've got here common myths versus realities. So first is Malta's degrees or institutions aren't globally recognized. So I know some of you are very curious about Malta, including me, and maybe doubting if the degrees that they offer are globally recognized. So yes, guys, it is. Many Maltese universities and qualifications are recognized internationally, especially when aligned with European frameworks. So yes, some people undermine Malta's qualifications, but they are indeed aligned with the Malta Qualifications Framework, or we call it MQF. And later on, our guest speakers from GDU will also be sharing more about their students and graduates about how globally competitive they are. So yes, again, Malta's degrees and our institutions are globally recognized. Okay, so we've got here our next myth. Okay. So our next myth here is after graduating, you have no option to work, to stay and work. So some people would assume that if you graduated from one of the schools in Malta, then there are no chances of staying there for work. Actually, everyone, Malta offers a post-study work permit or extension for graduates under certain conditions. So we've got here international students. They can apply for a residence permit valid for at least 9 months to seek employment or establish a business after studies. So some sources as well state that Malta offers a post-study work visa for up to 1 year for graduates who completed an eligible full-time program. So thus, it is incorrect to assume that graduates have no chance of staying in Malta to work. So again, guys, pwede kayong mag-apply ng residence permit for at least 9 months para mag-work sa Malta. And pagkatapos, once makatapos kayo ng degree doon, you will be able to get a post-study work visa for up to 1 year as well. But it depends on the eligibility. So also, guys, we've got here Malta is prohibitively expensive for students. So actually, guys, lahat naman mahal. So it will always depend on your lifestyle and location. But Malta, for me, is more affordable than many Western European countries. So, for example, the general living costs, including the rent there for a student, are estimated to be about 785 euros per month in Malta. So the utilities, the food, the transport, etc., the daily needs for international students tend to run in a moderate range. So, however, those rent kasi depende naman kasi din sa location mo. So if you stay in cities, it would be a major expense. Yes, it could be much more expensive than those who are far from the city. So yeah, housing scarcity can push up to prices. Also, yes, studying in Malta is not cheap in an absolute sense, but it's not always out of reach either. So especially with good budgeting and choosing accommodation wisely. So yun lang yun, guys. So if you want to study in Malta, kailangan nyo hanapin yung perfect location, yung hindi masyadong mahal. So of course, if you're gonna choose a location na mahal, so it could be much more expensive for you. But if you compare it to, living in Australia, living in US, or studying in Canada, it's much more cheaper compared if you study in those countries. So for me, Malta is very, very unique. And I know some of you haven't heard it yet, but Malta is one of the fastest growing countries. So maybe, you want to study in Malta and ask ICS about it. All right. So before we proceed in our main program, everyone, we've got some icebreaker for today. Again, so we will be giving you some Gcash prizes courtesy of Kadu again. So here's our second icebreaker. Kindly comment your answer in the comment section below. So, what Filipino movie that was shot in Malta? I think sila sila Julina Magdangal and Marvin Agustin. So if you could, type the title of the movie in the comment section below, then you will be able to get a Gcash prize courtesy from Gadu. So what Filipino movie that was shot in Malta? Okay. Okay, so while waiting for the answer on the comment section, again, welcome to ICS Cebu Facebook Live webinar. So again, this is Real Talk Malta edition. This is a fresh take on studying overseas and why Filipinos should look beyond the usual. And all right, everyone, it's time to kick off the main event, the Real Talk Malta edition. But before we dive in, XX lovers, hindi po yun, sir. XX lovers is not correct. Incorrect. So, sige. Ano pa? You can just put it in the comment section below. XX lovers, no. Sorry, guys. Wrong. So, again, hint ha. Starring Julina Magdangal and Marvin Agustin. So, what Filipino movie that was shot in Malta? So, everyone, before we dive in, huh? XX lovers ba? So, before we answer that question, and before we dive in, let me take a moment to warmly welcome you all. Please join me in welcoming the Regional Manager for Southeast Asia from Global Education, Mr. Christian J. Hi, Sir CJ. How are you? Can you please answer this question? Kasi paano ba yung nandito sa ko, sir? Sino ba talaga yung title ng nakashot ng mata?
It is.
Ay, lovers ba? Hello, sorry. Hindi ba ang tanging pamilya? Lovers ba na? Napanood ko yung GBS doon. Okay. All right. So congratulations, Sir Kurt Yu. So kindly message ICS Cebu page and give us your Gcash number so that you'll be able to get the Gcash prize. Sorry naman po. I'm not perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. So, hi, Sir CJ. Welcome to ICS Cebu Facebook Live webinar. How are you?
Definitely. Thank you so much. Good evening. And it is actually a pleasure and to actually meet you again, So,
yes, guys, yes.
Did you know na si ICS Cebu lang naman ang nagpasaya ng kick-off namin sa Cebu. Okay, so when we actually launch Gedu, particularly GBS Malta and the rest of our brands in Cebu, sila lang naman si Kayla lang naman ang isa sa mga bumirit nung gabi na yon. Okay, so kaya very, very supportive din kami, definitely, with them because they are also supporting us, indeed, all throughout of our recruitment here. Besides, we are very ready for 2026. We are actually waiting for the students to actually enroll with GBS Malta because Malta actually has 300 days of summer. If we have 365 days, parang
Yes.
halos buong taon talaga summer. But kahit na summer talaga siya, it's not as hot as Philippines. Like ngayon, tignan nyo,
Philippines.
ngayon sobrang pawis na ako as usual. Because of the weather. Now, okay, so what's in store for us now, Kayla?
Yes.
Do you have
So,
anything? Go to
Sir
the poll.
CJ,
Yeah.
yeah, so as you can see in our Facebook page for the past 2 weeks, we have created a poll regarding Malta in our Facebook page, ICS Cebu, and we also shared it to different groups and communities in Facebook. And Malta is clearly something new to many Filipinos, especially those international students. So marami talaga natatanong, saan yung Malta? Uy, ano ba yung Malta? So, Mr. CJ, so can you please help me to go over about the curious questions of our viewers so that they will also have a little bit background about Malta? And by the way, this poll is just a census. So if people, just to be, so that people will be aware about what Malta really look like or what is Malta. So
Correct.
dito yung first,
Mhm.
yes. So we've got here the first question. So have you heard of Malta as a study abroad option before this webinar? So
Yeah, so
we've got
definitely
here.
parang 40% already knew about it, no? And then kalahati
Yes.
naman they don't have like the idea about where Malta is
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
what Malta is. And then at the same time, partly they've seen like travel vlogs, because
Yes.
honestly, Malta is really a tourist destination. It is actually not known as a study abroad option. However, it became already a study abroad option or destination because of its number one, dahil nga maganda nga yung Malta itself. Number two is there's a lot to see in Malta. Aside from XX Lovers, na yung comeback movie ni Jolina and ni Marvin Agustin, did you know that the
Yes.
successful TV series The Game of Thrones was actually shot and inspired as well by Malta? Because
Ooh.
there are about the oldest temples were actually there, in Malta, and it is aside from Spain, of course, it is actually one of the established and oldest na rin na Catholicism. So doon talaga mostly talaga doon are Catholic. At the same time,
Yes.
bakit ba nagiging option talaga ang Malta for Filipino students? It's all because of English, okay, sa language. Okay, so did you know na isa sila sa mga pinakamalaking English speakers sa Europe? In Europe, right, there are different languages or dialects, 'di ba? So meron tayong
Yes.
Spanish, meron tayong German, mga magkakaiba talaga 'yan, 'di ba? But in Malta, aside from Maltese, it's gonna be English. Ayan. So again, I
Mhm.
couldn't actually contain myself to share more about Malta. It's not because I'm from GBS Malta, all right?
Yes.
But definitely we will be sharing more about it, and these are based from facts. Sabi nga doon sa video kanina nila Kayla ng ICS Cebu, 'di ba? Sabi nila walang fake. Okay, so we will be debunking all the
Yes.
myths tonight, and all your questions will be answered. And if you have any doubts, any worries on how to process your student's visa, you are actually now in the correct webinar because sasagutin namin yan later on. Okay?
Right. Thank you so much, Sir CJ. So we've got set of questions here. Second is if you had the chance to study in Malta, which program would you be most interested in? So we've got here the
Mm.
highest one, business and management. Ano yung pang-apat? No. Health sciences. So business
Yes.
management, health sciences, tapos IT and digital innovation, and hospitality and tourism. So is this correct, Sir CJ?
Okay, well, in fact, the three most, kung, kung, kumbaga answered dito sa poll, these three are actually our biggest courses dito sa
Oh,
GBS Malta. So we have undergraduate and we have master's program. So we are a higher education, meaning you will be getting a degree after you graduate. bachelor's will only be 3 years, while for our master's program will only be for 1 year. So we have the Masters of Business Administration. We have of course, it's a general, lagi naman, it's a general master's, di ba? And then we have the Master of Science in Computer Science and IT. And then, of course, our most recent course that we just launched last year was the Masters in Public Health. So these three are actually the courses that we are improving at the same time na ito yung mga courses talaga na patok din sa mga estudyante natin. However,
Yes.
hospitality and tourism is actually a great course as well. Okay? Pero
Yes.
wala kami niyan for now. Okay? Wala kami niyan for now. Pero if we will rank, ano ba yung mga jobs after you graduate, sa
Yes.
Malta? Number one would be public health, like mga yan sa
Mm.
hospital, sa clinics, ganyan. And then IT. Second will always be in IT. And when I say IT, it comes in different branches. So, pwede ka maging software engineer, um, pwede kang into IT sector, gaming as
Yes.
well, because gaming is one of the biggest industry as well in Malta. And then thirdly, of course, would be hospitality and tourism. Did you know GBS Malta is actually located in St. Julian's, wherein there are a lot of hotels, there are a lot of bars. So nightlife is definitely a sought after there as well. In St. Julian's lang ha. I mean, I'm talking
Uh-uh.
about St. Julian's. So, but if you will go to the city center or with the capital itself, which is Valletta, definitely there's a lot more to see there. But in St. Julian's, it's already developed, and
Yes.
then there's a lot of establishments as well that you can go into at night. Which our favorite,
So,
Kayla, right?
yeah, so
Ayan.
definitely, no, para talaga to siya sa mga Gen Zs, siya sa mga millennials, na
Mm-hmm.
nag-country
True,
to
true.
study.
Mhm.
Kasi meron talaga siyang work and life balance, guys. So after work, pwede kayong pumunta mag-check-in sa mga hotels, or go to clubs or restaurants. So I think it's very important, especially for
Mhm.
international students. Okay, so we've got here our next question. What excites you the most about idea of studying in Malta? So we've got here Mediterranean lifestyle. Oh, gateway to Europe. Yes, yes, number one.
Mhm.
And then yung second one is Mediterranean lifestyle. Tapos
Mhm.
quality of education. Oy, top 3 yung quality of education, guys, ha? Ayaw yung mag-aral. Dapat top 1 to. Gusto niya ng gala-gala lang. So what can you say about this, Sir CJ? So yes, of
Okay,
course it
so
will be. Uh-uh.
I think most lahat ng sumagot ng poll na to are may pera na kasi they don't even know about the tuition fees. Like parang, sige,
Yes.
kaya na yung tuition fees. But above all, of course, if you will search Malta, Malta is one of the affordable destination in Europe. Kasi let's
Mm.
debunk the myth, 'di ba? When we hear about Europe or when we like parang once na naririnig natin ng Europe, ang talaga naisip natin luxury, art, Eiffel Tower, 'di ba? Yung mga ganyan. So yun yung mga mostly naiisip natin and ang mahal talaga. Like when you think about Europe, ay nako mahal diyan kasi diyan ang Louis Vuitton, diyan ang Hermes, diyan ang
Yes.
so ang dami talaga nilang naiisip. And just to answer this one because nag-pop up dito sa
Yes.
screen natin, GBS Malta is a
Yes.
school. Yes po, GBS Malta
Yes.
is a school. Okay, it's a higher education wherein we offer degree courses in bachelor's and also in master's program. Okay, so going back dito sa poll natin, number one is gateway to Europe. Definitely, because 29 Schengen states, pwedeng-pwede ninyong libutan yan. Okay? Parang ano
Mm-mm.
lang yan eh. Let's say, for example, if you got your tourist visa, let's say, in Germany, or let's say in France, you're not just, you will not just stay in Germany. You will not just stay in France. Hence, you can actually explore different um, Schengen states as well. And with the use of your student's visa, kapag nagkaroon kayo ng student's visa in Malta, you'll get the chance also to explore. Let's say, Christmas break. Ayan, ay magki-Christmas ako sa Spain. or let's say sem break, ay meron akong 5 days na bakasyon. Magbabakasyon ako,
Mm-mm.
let's say sa Germany, or saglitan ko lang yung Balkans, saglitan ko lang yung saglitan
Sana
ko lang
all.
yung Switzerland, 'di ba? So or yung mga land, the Poland, Finland, Switzerland, whatever
Yes.
land pa yan, di ba? Pwede natin yan puntahan. So, definitely, there's a lot to see in Europe. Kaya siguro gateway to Europe ang sinagot nila because it comes in different forms. Ang dami talaga nating pwedeng gawin sa Europe. In fact, aside from exploring these countries inside the European Union, you will get to immerse also with with the culture. Makakain mo pa
True.
yung mga different cuisines, so that's something good about it. And again, going back to affordability, Malta is the affordable, I mean, it's one of the it's one of the affordable country in Europe, wherein it's just 90 kilometers away from Italy. Isang ferry lang siya or one
Wow.
airplane lang siya. Nasa Sicily ka na. So, and then from there, you can already start your U-Rail. Diretso ka na siya. Diba? So,
Yes.
yup, it's gonna be the gateway to Europe and then, of course, the Mediterranean lifestyle. Ayan.
Alright. So, pero same ba sila kalayo? Like, for example, Manila to Cebu, sir, or medyo malayo pa?
Siguro parang mga ganon because
Ganun, no?
we can compare Malta kasi like parang Batanes. It's a developed
Yes.
Batanes. If you can see it in our map, 'di ba? Philippines, and then nasa pinaka-top yung Batanes region. And
Yes.
so Batanes also has 3 islands, same as in Malta. Malta also has 3 islands. So parang ganun siya, pero again, it's a developed country. And again, Malta is a country, by the way. It's not like an island like
Yes.
like Batanes. I just compared it kasi parang ganun din siya. It's part of Philippines, ang Batanes. Malta is same as part din ng Europe, 'di ba? Kasi
Yes.
lagi siyang na-interject between Africa and Europe. Saan ba talaga ang Malta? African ba country siya or European country? Ayan. Yeah.
So, yun guys. So, again, Malta is a country, everyone. And yes, GBS Malta is a school. That's correct, boss. So, thank you so much, Sir CJ, for addressing all of our questions in our poll. So, this is the last poll already. All right. So, Mr. Sir CJ, please do not leave us yet, as later you will be put in a hot seat with real questions straight from our viewers for today's Facebook Live webinar. And again, without our further ado, let's give the floor to the Business Development Manager of Global Education. That's Ms. Lee Rabulan. Hi, Ms. Lee. Welcome to our Facebook Live webinar for tonight.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me,
Good
ICS
evening.
Cebu. Thank you for having
Yes, yes. It's our pleasure
us.
po. Thank you so much.
So we're very honored to be, gracing your podcast for tonight. So thank you.
You're welcome po. All right.
So, by the way, I am Lee Robulan, the Business Development Manager of GEDU Global Education for GBS Malta here in the Philippines. So, excuse me, so tonight I'll be presenting about GBS Malta. So, what GBS Malta can offer to our prospect international students. Okay, so we can go to the next slide, please. Ayan. Why Malta? Okay, in general, so we'll talk about Malta as a country, no? Ano ba yung benefits of choosing Malta over the other study destinations? Kasi ang dami naman nila, no? There are other Western countries that offer study visa as well, di ba? So, I will be giving you this, di ba, bullet points on why you should choose Malta as a study destination. Number 1, there's post-study work option. So if you were listening kanina na mention na ni Miss Kyla yon, okay, we offer 9 months of job seeker visa. They call it job seeker visa as well in Europe, no? So may post-study work option or job seeker visa for 9 months. And also in Malta, they offer free transportation. So at least, diba, accommodation na lang and the basic necessities like food and electricity na lang yung iisipin ng mga students natin because transportation is for free. Most of the students go to the campus via the bus or they travel via trains and ferries, so it is for free. So at least yun lang, wala na, out of the way na yun sa iisipin ng mga international students natin. And then currently, there's very low unemployment rate. In Malta, it's at 2.9%. So what does it mean ba pag mababa ang unemployment rate? Meaning to say, there's a lot of jobs, diba? It's going to be waiting for our international students once they've completed their studies. Okay? And then, of course, there's also, diba, the opportunity to travel across all the Schengen countries because you'd be receiving a Schengen visa. Okay? So, visa-free access to other 29 European countries. And, of course, while you're studying, you are able to work part-time as well. Okay? So, the working hours would be up to 20 hours part-time per week. So, I mean, it could at least cover the other nagastusin mo while you're in Malta, while you're studying in Malta. So, it's a very big help that the students will be able to work part-time while they're studying. Tapos, ang Malta rin, diba, contrary to what others think, that some would say na parang safe ba sa Malta? Is it a safe country to live in? Yes, it is. It is a very safe and welcoming country. So, as you could see, at the top of the island would be the Italian country. So, Italy siya sa taas, and then at the bottom would be the whole African continent. Okay? So, affordable tuition fee and living cost, kanina pinag-usapan din nila to ni Christian at saka ni Kyla. Okay? Because actually, GBS Malta offers one of the most affordable tuition fee that you could ever makikita here in the business of international studies na very affordable talaga yung tuition fee ni Malta, especially GBS Malta. I will be discussing about it later on. And even the living expenses is very affordable din. I mean, of course, you're going to be studying abroad. So, medyo mas mahal talaga siya compared if you're going to be studying here in the Philippines. But then again, compared to the other study destinations, Malta pa rin would be the one of the few na talagang medyo affordable ang tuition fee. Okay, beautiful environment and weather. It's 300 days of sunshine in Malta. Imagine that. Diba? Para kang whole year round na nagbabakasyon because Malta is known as a vacation spot talaga. So, diba? Parang you're hitting two birds in one stone, diba? Parang while you're studying, you're also vacationing at the same time. So, that's actually a good point then, diba? And then there's also pathways to career and residency. Yes. Some would even think na, ano ba sa Malta ba? May chance ba akong ma-permanent resident? Is there a chance for me to take my family? Or is there a chance for me to stay back? Yun yung mga parang tanong nila. Yes, there is a chance. Okay, later on we'll discuss about it. And then there's also an opportunity to get the EU Blue Card. Diba? So guys, if you have the time, you look for this. I mean, Google it, EU Blue Card. Ano bang EU Blue Card? Ano advantage? Ano ang opportunities na ibibigay nito sa inyo? So, you could get this as well if you're going to be studying in Malta. And lastly, the Get Qualified initiative, guys. So, later on, I'll be discussing about this as well. But simply put, 70% of your tuition fee will be reimbursed, diba? Sa inyo pong mga estudyante, i-reimburse mo yung 70% of your tuition fee so that magiging tax credit nyo naman to. So, when you convert into a work permit na or work visa, di ba, para ka na naka-tax holiday because your previous tuition fee is the one that's going to be paying for your taxes naman. Okay? So next slide please. Ayan. Ito naman, so we're done with why you choose Malta, di ba, as a study destination. Ngayon naman, why GBS Malta? Okay. So, GBS Malta is approved by MFHEA, which means we are approved by the Malta Further Higher Education Authority. So this is very important, guys, when you're going to be choosing as institution or as university or a college in Malta. It has to be approved by the Malta Further Higher Education Authority. Alam niyo to, similar to sa ating CHED at sa ating DepEd. Okay? So kailangan may approval niyan, and we are also offering great scholarships. Currently, we're giving 20%, diba? Automatic scholarships for our international students, diba? So later on, I'll be discussing about it as well. And then accreditation also by the Malta Qualification Framework. Yan yung mga mahahalagang authorities that you would need to look after when you're choosing an institution in Malta, okay? And you could also progress to another destination, to another institution under Get the Global Education if you choose to start in Malta, and after mo mag-aral sa Malta, you choose to study in another destination, let's say Germany, Spain, or even USA or France. Yan. Marami rin kaming institutions na mag-aantay sa inyo dyan. So, may progression na mag-aantay sa inyo. And of course, diba, high quality teaching and learning coming from an approved institution by MFHEA and Malta Qualification Framework. Okay, next po. Ayan, guys. So, eto na. Let's dive deeply into the cost of living. Okay, so just to give you an insight how much it costs living naman in Malta. Okay, as you can see, there are a lot of miscellaneous dyan, no? Pero you would see their average cost of living, doon na tayo agad sa average cost of living, 1,200 per month. Okay. But because there are a lot of miscellaneous things in there, no? Okay, so again, your cost of living would heavily depend where you eat, how you eat, where you live, where you choose to live, diba? So kung matipid ka naman, hindi ka naman masyadong magastos, this could go as low as 800 euro. So a lot of our students can really attest na we could live by with just 800 euros per month. Okay? So, ayan na yan. And the minimum wage would be around below 200 euros per month. Okay? So, as you can see, private bedroom, around 650 to around 700. Sometimes it goes up to 1,000 euros. Pag sharing naman, around 500. Sometimes it can go up to 700 euros. So, ayan ang mga items na usually makikita mo, okay, sa cost of living. Of course, there are other accommodations na mas mura pa dyan. Later on, I'll discuss about it. Okay, next po. Ito na. Okay. So, going back to the Get Qualified scheme, remember guys, when I was telling you about kanina, diba, na what Get Qualified scheme is all about. So, this is actually a program initiated by the Maltese government. Okay, that upon completing your studies or your programs, eligible students, which GBS students will be eligible to get, you'll be receiving up to 70% of your tuition fee as tax credit. Okay, simply put, ibabalik po nila sa inyo yung tuition fee nyo. Okay, i-reimburse nila sa inyo. Pero hindi nyo makukuha ng cash, ha. It's going to be reimbursed to you as a tax credit. Para pag nagtatrabaho naman kayo, diba? Para kayo naka-tax holiday because, yun nga, previously, your tuition fee is going to be the one paying for your taxes naman. Okay, so this is actually being done by the Maltese government to encourage international students to stay back. O, diba? Kumbaga sa ibang countries, di na nga alam ng mga international students natin kung anong gagawin nila right after their studies, di ba? Kasi they're actually being, sent home. Technically, di ba? Kasi wala nang nag-aantay na pathway. But in Malta, they're actually encouraging students to stay back and work muna. Di ba? So, enjoy nyo muna yung pagtatrabaho. Stay back muna kayo. Ibabalik namin yung tuition fee nyo. Okay? Para maging tax credit nyo naman. Pambayad nyo naman ng taxes. So, is that a great deal? Yes, it is. Because there's no other study destination that offers this kind of scheme, I would say, no? Walang ibang mag-o-offer sa inyo na ibabalik ang tuition fee nyo para pambayad nyo ng taxes pag kayo nagtatrabaho na. Okay, next slide po. Ayan, so we are currently and actively recruiting for the February intake, guys. Pwede pa kayo mag-apply through ICS Cebu. So hopefully, yan, diba? Yung mga nakikinig dyan. Magkaroon kayo ng parang mag-decide na kayo because we are closing our applications soon. So hopefully we get to be able to get your applications then through ICS Cebu. Okay, we also have intakes in April, May, and September and October. Okay, so for now, let's focus with, ayan, muna sa February intake 2026. Guys, pwede pong mag-apply. So, now is the best time. It's always now as the best time to really decide on your future. Okay? Next slide po. Yes. Okay. So, now we go to our program portfolio. Okay? Level 4 programs. We have 2 programs in this level 4, no? Meron tayong award in information technology and study skills. Okay. Basically, IT siya. And award in business management and study skills. So, in business naman. So, these are the 2 program titles under the level 4 programs. Now, just to give you an insight, ano ba yung level 4 programs? Because we're giving, you'd be getting a UK degree, guys. Okay? So, UK degree ito. And then, level 4 would be equivalent to our senior high school here in the Philippines. Ang beauty naman ng taking your senior high school in Malta, okay, it's just for 1 year. Okay, so instead of taking your 2-year senior high school here in the Philippines, and you're really wanting to become an international student for your bachelor's degree, you might as well take it in Malta, in GBS Malta for 1 year. Nakatipid ka na agad ng 1 taon sa tuition fee because 2 years here in the Philippines would be equivalent to 1 year in Malta. So, the tuition fee is just 5,000 euros. Grabe. Halos kapareho lang ng mga exclusive schools here in the Philippines ang tuition fee equivalent yan. O, diba? This is going to be, again, a 1-year full-time studies. Okay? Next slide po. So, tapos na tayo sa senior high school. We go ahead with our bachelor's program. Okay, just going back, ano ba ang age requirement for the senior high school? We can accept up to 22 years old. So, 18 to 22, pwedeng mag-apply for the level 4 program or equivalent to senior high school. 18 to 22. Paano po pagkakatapos lang ng grade 10 or ng junior high school? So, that will be around, parang ano lang siya, no? Less than 18 years old. Pwede naman, basta may parents' consent kayo. Okay, you'd be allowed to go to GBS Malta. Now, we go to the bachelor's program. We have Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Information Technology. Okay, so this is an IT program. Okay, the program fees is at 6,000 euros and the duration is 3 years. So, full-time po ito ha. So, this is open already for the February intake. Full face-to-face. Anong requirements? 18 to 22 rin po. Pwedeng mag-apply. 18 to 22 years old, so long as you've completed your senior high school. Okay? So, meron ba tong IELTS? Yes, there's going to be an English or a proof of English. Okay, mga around, I believe so, mga around 95 lang yung kailangan for Duolingo. Mababa lang yung proof of English requirements namin here. Okay, now we go to the next program. Ayan. Okay, this is one of the newest program we have for our bachelors. Bachelor of Science in Health, Social Care, and Well-Being. So, Kanina nasa IT tayo, ngayon nasa healthcare na tayo. Because these are two of the most sought after programs, no? Kasi after mo mag-aral, there's going to be work waiting for you. IT, healthcare, and tourism. Yan ang talagang binibida ng Malta. Okay? They could offer work for those three industries talaga. Again, IT, healthcare, and tourism. Okay, so ito naman ang maganda dito sa healthcare and social care and well-being. So basically, this is going to be under allied sciences then, no? Okay, so we're actively recruiting for the February intake. Same requirements for our students, going to be 18 to 22, and at least they've completed their senior high school as well. Okay, 3 years program din po ito. Okay, and we go to the next slide. Okay, so going back lang po sa bachelor's, you're allowed to work, again, 20 hours per week as part-time. Okay, so at least makakatulong sa a little bit of your expenses when you're already living in Malta. Now, we go to the next program, which is Master of Public Health. Okay? So, Master of Public Health actually open to sa kahit anong allied health practitioner or any allied health programs that yung mga student ay previously yun ang bachelor's nila. Even kahit kayo ay galing sa business management and other programs, pwede kayong mag-convert or lumipat sa public health, okay? There's a lot of pathways for this program. Merong Master of Public Health in general, merong in epidemiology, health promotion, leadership, and management, okay? So, ito na. 1-year program lang ang aming master. So, compared to the other study destinations na 2 years ang master's program sa GBS Malta, 1 year lang. So, nakatipid ka na naman ng 1 taon. Diba? Sa tuition fee, because instead of taking the 2 years master's program, diba? Piliin nyo na ang GBS Malta because it's just for 1 year. Okay? So, we're actively recruiting for February intake. Okay. Ano ba ang requirements dito? Meron bang proof of English? Yes. There's going to be a requirement for the English test. IELTS 6.0, Duolingo 105. Same with the bachelor's program. Age limit. May age limit ba to? Actually, wala. Diba? GBS Malta does not require. Wala po siyang nire-require na age. So, pwede ba dyan yung 55 and up? Yes. Okay. Pwede kayong mag-apply. Okay, next. On to the next program. Ayan. Master of Science in Information Technology Management. The tuition fee is going to be the same, ha? As you can see from the previous slide, the tuition fee for Master of Public Health is at 10,000 euros. Okay. Ito naman, Master of Science in Information Technology Management, the tuition fee is going to be the same at 10,000 euros. But wait, there's more. Okay? Kasi itong 10,000 euros na to, okay, we are giving 20% scholarship. Upfront to, ha? Automatic scholarship, guys. So yung 10,000 euros, automatic yan. 8,000 na lang yan if you choose to study in GBS Malta. But there's more. Okay? Kasi, if you can pay the full tuition fee naman, diba, yung 8,000 mo, madadagdagan pa ng additional 5% discount. O, diba? So, magiging 7,500 euros na lang ang magiging total ng yung tuition fee, less the 20% scholarship and the 5% full tuition fee discount. O, diba? So, if you compute it, diba, sobrang, I could say, one of the most affordable tuition fee that you could see sa ibang mga nag-offer ng ibang study destination. Okay? So again, ano ba usually yung preferred na bachelor's? Galing na rin sa IT. programs. Pwede rin naman yung engineering or pwede rin naman kahit kayo ay hindi galing talaga sa IT background but you are very, very interested and you know a little bit about sa IT na yan. Kasi marami rin kaming pathways for our Master of Science in Information Technology Management. Meron in general, okay, merong cybersecurity, data analytics, cloud computing, artificial intelligence. So, this alone are very, very sought after programs to guys. So, I'm pretty sure once you've completed your program, meron at merong mag-aabang na trabaho sa inyo. Okay? Now, on to the next slide po. Okay. Now we go to the last MBA program, which is our Master in Business Administration or MBA nga, di ba? So, Master of Business Administration, okay, same goes for the age requirement, no age limit, o di ba? Tapos the fees is at again 10,000 euros. We're giving away 20% scholarship and another 5% discount for full tuition fee. So you could get up to 25% of scholarships and discounts. So from 10,000, magiging 7,500 na lang yan, di ba? For 1 year of an MBA program. Sa iba yan, doble na agad yan. Tapos 2 years ka pang mag-aaral, di ba? Sa GBS Malta, bukod sa sobrang affordable ng tuition fee compared to the other study destination, 1 year lang. 1 year mo lang kukuhain ng program. So, di ba? Ano bang beauty ng mabilis? Actually, yes, because you could already apply for the job seeker visa and of course, you're on your way to getting a job and, diba? On your way to your PR na rin. So, ang dami ring pathways for MBA program. We have marketing and management, management consulting, project management, entrepreneurship, and global investment banking. Okay, again, we will be requiring an English test, IELTS 6.0 and Duolingo. Pwedeng tanggapin ng Duolingo, guys, ha? Duolingo at 105 as your score. Okay? Yan. On to the next slide po. Ayan. So, i-reiterate ko lang ulit. Ay, baka may mga bagong viewers tayo na dumating, okay? So, upfront or automatic, we're giving 20% scholarship. Okay? And then, if you can pay the full tuition fee, that's another 5% discount, guys. So, altogether, 25, up to 25% scholarship ang pwede nyong makuha. Now, there's more, okay? Because, aside sa mga scholarship na to, we're also offering payment plans, okay? Payment plans. So, number 1, pwede mong bayaran yung 50% muna to get enrolled and apply for the visa. And then the remaining 50% ng tuition fee mo, if kaya mong bayaran ng per sem, that is a possibility, pwede. Or, eto na, you can pay it in 10 equal monthly installments. O, di ba? So, if you'd compute it, grabe, sobrang liit na lang yun. As low as like 350 to 400 euros na lang ang magiging monthly payment mo for your tuition fee in 10 months time. So parang kayang-kaya na afford ang tuition fee sa GBS Malta. Okay, so take note nyo yan na installment plans or offering installment plans aside from the scholarships. Okay, next slide po. Ayan. Okay. So, for the mandatory documents, we're actually just looking for 4, okay? So, of course, number 1 would be your valid passport. Okay. Number 2, yung mga official transcript of records, kasama yung diploma, your latest CV, and your English test. Okay. Actually, yung personal statement nga, it's just a preference. Pwedeng wala, pwedeng meron, okay? But the 4 requirements that are really important and really these requirements, these are your Number 1, passport mo. Number 2, school records mo, yung TOR, yung diploma, your latest CV, and your proof of English. So again, IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, pwede. Duolingo, we're accepting because Duolingo, I could say, is the cheapest of them all. Okay? It's less than 100 euros. So, kung kaya nyo naman i-Duolingo, Duolingo is being accepted at 105 as score. Okay? Next, pag ready na yung requirements na yan, you go and talk na to ICS Cebu para tulungan naman kayo for the application. Okay, next slide po. Ayan, so this is how it goes. Okay, kasi baka may nagtatanong dyan, ano man turnaround nitong pag-apply ko sa GBS Malta. So this is how it goes, no? You submit your application to ICS Cebu, kila Miss Kayla, kila Miss April, and then, let's say, kulang ka pa, wala pa yung iyong English test. Okay, you'd be receiving a conditional offer. Guys, ang bilis namin magbigay ng conditional offer letter. It just takes, matagal na yung 3 days. Okay, minsan, 2 to 3 days, yan, meron ka ng conditional offer letter. And then, let's say, na-complete mo na yung English requirement mo, may English test ka na or proof of English ka na nahawak. Okay, you submit that, and then you would be directed naman to our admissions interview. But don't fret, guys. Kayang-kaya nyong ipasa tong interview na to. It's just a simple interview just to check your communication skills as well as your background. Ano ba? Why you're choosing GBS Malta? Why you're choosing this program? Okay? So, mga ganong klaseng interview lang. And most of the students, they do pass the interview naman with our admissions team, or we call it academics interview. Ngayon, pag napasa mo naman yon, o di completed mo na lahat ng requirements, no, you will be receiving the unconditional offer letter. Ito na, doon na nakastate kung how much yung kailangan mong bayaran para makapag-enroll ka or ma-secure mo na yung seat sa GBS Malta, because guys, ang maximum class lang namin is up to 35 students. So talagang paunahan ng application to. Kailangan talaga pag once you're decided to push with this plan or your goal mo, go na agad kay ICS Cebu and submit your application right away. Okay, now, once nakapagbayad ka na, okay, kasi i-wire transfer mo naman yung tuition fee mo directly to GBS Malta. Ayan na, makaka-receive ka na ng visa support letter from us sa GBS Malta. And then, okay, kasama nung letter na yon, there's going to be some visa requirements. On to the next page. No processing fee with ICS. Ito naman yung mga visa documents that you need to supply. O, diba? Kila ICS Cebu, okay? Of course, sabi ko nga, pag na-complete na lahat ng requirements, nakita namin bayad na yung tuition fee nyo, you'd be receiving the visa support letter. Kailangan mo yon, you submit this together with the visa fee, 160 euros, and then your application form, your passport, valid passport, your flight ticket, one way, pwede po dyan ang dummy booking. Okay? And then would also be diba? Needing your bank statements and your bank letter, okay, and your notarized affidavit. Okay, kasi ang maganda naman dito sa GBS Malta, guys, di ba sa ibang study destination, they would only allow your parents or your direct relatives to be supporting you or, di ba, or to sponsor you. Sa GBS Malta, okay, hear me out, sa GBS, especially for Malta, okay, they are allowing even you, not related to you, okay, family, friends, friend mo, okay, boss mo, could actually sponsor your studies, okay. They just need to submit a notarized affidavit, of course, proof lang na, why are you sponsoring the student? Ano bang relationship nyo? Okay, something like that. Okay, ngayon, magkano ba talaga yung proof of funds for Malta? Okay. Simple lang, if you would compute the monthly expenses that you would incur pag nag-aaral na kayo at naninirahan na kayo sa Malta. Okay, I could say it's around mga 10,000 euros. But if you could put in more money into your bank account, of course, it's going to give you higher chances of getting the visa approved. Okay, so again, comparing to the other study destinations, even with the proof of funds, that's below 1 million, guys. Okay? Mas mababa pa rin ang hinihingi ng Malta with the other study destinations. So, mababa na nga yung tuition fee namin. Mababa pa yung proof of funds na kailangan yung i-prepare. So, talaga guys, kayo ay talagang decided na on pushing with your goal to become an international student. Diba? Now is the best time talaga to submit that application to ICS Cebu and choose GBS Malta. Mura na yung tuition fee, maliit pa yung proof of funds na hinahanap, and lastly, ibabalik pa yung up to 70% of your tuition fee as your tax credit para mag-stay back daw kayo sa Malta. Magtrabaho muna kayo doon. Babalik namin yung 70% ng tuition fee nyo, pambayad niya ng taxes. Okay? I don't think, as I've said earlier, there's no other study destination that offers that kind of scheme na ibabalik ang tuition fee nyo. If you happen to have a calculator, alam nyo ba guys, ang magiging tuition fee nyo na lang, that's around less than 3,000 euros na lang ang magiging parang pinaka-investment mo because guaranteed ang return of investment. Talagang literal na ibabalik ang investment. Diba? For you to be able to pay naman your taxes when you're already working. Okay. There's also a need for your proof of accommodation, guys. At least 1 month paid for and with contract. Ayan. So, sa accommodation, ICS Cebu and GBS Malta will be helping you with that as well kasi yung iba parang yan ang worry nila saan ako titira. Diba? Meron ba akong makukuhang accommodation with my budget, meron ba? Yes, we could help you with that, okay? And then there's also the need for the medical insurance or yung tinatawag na health insurance mo pagdating mo naman sa Malta, okay? So, dapat ang coverage po nito 100,000 euros, okay? Coverage yun, ha? But how much does it cost? Magkano ba yung mga ano na yan, yung mga medical insurance na yan pag nagpunta na ako sa Malta, okay? So, the cost would be around, depende sa coverage, depende kung sino magiging supplier nyo for the medical insurance. But this would depend dun nga sa mga factors na yon. But it could go as low as 300 euros to as high as 1,000 euros. So, pag pumunta kayo ng BFS website, guys, there's a list of all the how do you call it? Accredited, diba? Medical insurance companies that you could choose, diba? On getting your medical insurance. Okay? Next slide po. Ayan, okay. So, just in case, diba? Wala pa kayong nahahanap na insurance company. We are actually in partnership with GuardMe. It's an international insurance company. Okay? Now, ang maganda naman dito sa GuardMe, God forbid, okay, your visa gets refused. At least, you get all of your money back guaranteed 100%. Okay? If it's going to be about the visa being refused, automatic yan. Yung buong binayaran mo for this insurance will be returned to you 100%. Okay, next slide. Oh. Ayan. Now we go to the accommodations. Okay? So kanina, di ba sabi ko, your living expenses would heavily depend where you choose to live. Diba? Anong klaseng accommodation na pipiliin mo? Okay? Because there are a lot of accommodations that we could offer. Sabi ko nga, tutulungan namin kayo together with ICS Cebu on where to look for sa mga accommodation na yan. Okay? One, there is a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay? So, as you can see, ayan siya. So, medyo ito expensive to. Okay? Medyo expensive yung one-bedroom apartment because of course, diba, if you want privacy, if you want living solo, okay, medyo mas mahal talaga siya, okay? One-bedroom apartment would cost around 700 to 1,000 euros. Okay? On to the next slide. Papakita ko naman sa inyo ano yung itsura ng shared accommodation. Okay? So, usually, you have someone with you together with your accommodation. Okay? Syempre ito, medyo magiging mas mura na siya kasi shared na siya, hindi mo na solo. Okay? Usually, it costs yung mga 500 to around 700. So, sabi ko nga, it would depend kung saan yung location din. Nagmamatter din yun. And kung gaano kalaki, okay, yung unit. But there's another option that I will show you. To the next slide. Ito. Okay, host family naman. This is, guys, very, very similar to what we have here in the Philippines. Diba? Usually, yung mga household na malalapit sa mga universities, diba? They would rent out one of their bedrooms sa mga estudyante. Diba? Para may extra income din sila. Okay? And usually, these are the accommodations that are very, very near the university. Okay. So, ito, nasa mga around 300 euros lang and up. Okay? So, very, very affordable na. Again, GBS Malta, together with ICS Cebu, will be helping you, diba, get a hold of one of these accommodations. Okay? So, that would be the end of my presentation again. My name is Lee Rabulan, the Business Development Manager of Gedo Global Education and GBS Malta. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Miss Lee. Thank you so much for the very informative talaga na information, especially for those of you who wants to study in GBS Malta as well. You'll be able to have some information regarding with the school, its courses, its scholarship, all in all. So again, everyone, this Facebook Live webinar is in partnership with Global Education. That's GBS Malta for Real Talk Studying in Malta. So thank you so much, Ms. Lee. So I'll be seeing you later on the question portions. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. And before we move forward to our next slide, let's have some icebreaker. So this is our third question for our icebreaker for today's Facebook Live webinar. So the question is, Malta is located in which sea? So kindly comment the answer in the comment section below. So Malta is located in which sea? So we will be giving you some Gcash prize for this one. So again, Malta is located in which sea? All right. Also, while waiting for the answer, let's just move on to the next slide. So again, guys, Malta is located in which sea? Kindly comment the answer on the comment section below, and we'll be giving you a Gcash prize for that one. Thank you. All right. Again, as discussed, why Malta? So Malta, the English medium instruction and language immersion. So English is one of Malta's official languages and is widely used in higher education. Also, this means less barrier for Filipino students who are already fluent in English. So marami tayong mga international students, especially those Filipinos that are very, very fluent in English. Thus, it will be easier for them to study in Malta. And you can focus more on your major than on language adjustment. So, hindi na masyadong mahirap mag-adjust in terms of the language since us Filipinos, we are used to speaking English as well. Next is relatively lower cost tuition plus living compared to other Europe destinations. So, Malta is often cited as more affordable compared to UK, France, Germany, and some of the Europe countries. Also, the cost of living, the housing, the food, the transportation is more manageable relative to many compared to many Western European capitals. So if you are interested in studying in GBS Malta, so this information is very, very important. So next is strong emphasis opportunities for part-time work and post-study prospects. So students in Malta are generally permitted to take on part-time jobs to help with living costs. Because Malta is in Europe, so degrees, as I've said a while ago, they are aligned with the European qualifications framework, which can facilitate mobility, are recognized anywhere in Europe. Next is the strong emphasis on practical or vocational industry relevant training. So this gives Filipino students a competitive edge, not just on academic credentials, but on relevant experience as well. And last one is safe, multicultural, and strategically located environment. So again, as what Miss Lee said, Malta is considered one of the safer countries in Europe, which is an important factor for international students and their families. So especially sa mga family na mga international students, for their moms and their dads, yun talaga yung tinatanong nila sa amin. For example, for us in agency, like, is it safe for my children, for my son, for my daughter to study in Malta? Yes, indeed. So Malta is considered one of the safer countries in Europe. All right. So shout out to John Ross. Today is my birthday 36. Birthday celebration. I'm 36. Happy birthday, John Ross. Thank you so much for watching our Facebook Live webinar. Now it's your turn. Type your questions in the comment sections below. We'll answer as many questions as we can. So if you have any questions for us, yes, Jay, correct. Mediterranean Sea. Congratulations. So kindly message ICS Cebu page to claim your prize. Thank you so much. All right. And also, if you have some questions, guys, kindly put it in the comment section below. So why ICS as your trusted agency? So first and foremost, we've got more than 15 certified counselors to help you, guide you, and support you in your student visas or any visa-related concerns. We've got 2 registered migration agents. We've been over 10 years in the industry, so we can definitely help more students, more clients with their visa concerns. And we've got more than 10,000 successful visa grants, not just for student visa, everyone. We've got skilled, we've got family stream, we've got tourist visa. Also, if you have some migration concerns, you may contact us. We can definitely help you with that since we've got 2 registered migration agents. So that's our advantage. Also, we've got 5-star Google ratings for ICS. All right. You're welcome, Jay. So our company profile. So our company was built last 2015. So our first branch was in Kathmandu. Later on, 2018, we opened our branch in Melbourne. In 2021, we opened our branch in Butwal, Nepal. And 2023, we opened our office in Sydney. Later, 2024, we opened our branch in Philippines. So that's in Isabela. That's our first branch here in the Philippines. So 2024, we also opened our Sri Lanka branch. So we've got ICS Sri Lanka as well. And later on 2025, we opened our Cebu branch. And same goes to our ICS Darwin, Australia. We just opened it this year as well. So for our services, we do offer counseling or student screening. We've got guidance on your application process. We've got university or college selection and application, visa application and migration services, and also other services. If you have any concerns with your visas, it may be student visa, it may be skill, or tourist visa, any visa concerns, you may hit us up, message ICS Cebu. So this is our student journey map, how ICS Cebu supports you. We've got free consultation with ICS Cebu. Not just that, we offer you help you guide on your school and your course selection in case you are doubting on which school and what course you want to take. It may be in Australia, US, New Zealand, UK, or Australia, or in Malta. And we will help you with your departure and settlement. So we just don't help you with your visa application and your school application. Once you arrive in Australia, you can just message us, and we will definitely help you with any of your concerns regarding with your visa or your school. So next is, so these are the initial documents for assessment. So in case if you are interested in applying for a student visa, yes, so this is the initial documents for assessment. We need a clear scanned copy of your valid passport, the scanned copies of your academic records like your TOR and your diploma. If you are a college graduate, we need your TOR and your college diploma. But if you are a senior high school, then we need your Form 137 and your diploma as well. So certificate of employment, if you have any previous work experiences, we need that one, guys. Updated resume or CV. And you have to take IELTS or PTE results or PTE exam. So this is mandatory for those who wants to study in Australia. You just have to take IELTS or the easiest one, PTE. And next is the evidence of financial capacity, so proof and source of funds. All right, so our special offers for ICS Cebu. So we've got here no processing for student visa application. We've got seasonal free PTE review sessions with an expert PTE coach, but as of now, we still don't have the free PTE review at the moment. But in case we'll be having our free PTE, then we will be posting it in our ICS Cebu page. And next is we've got scholarship and tuition discount assistance. So a while ago, Ms. Lee already discussed that GBS Malta has some scholarships. So scholarships, we mean that we've got some tuition discounts for you guys if you want to study in GBS Malta. And of course, if you want to refer your friends who wants to study, to study in Malta or anywhere in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, or whatever it is, you will be able to get a referral reward program with us. All right. So if you have some questions, guys, please put your questions on the comment section below so we can address it. So your question and our real answers with Global Education GBS Malta. So again, guys, this Facebook Live webinar is in partnership with Global Education GBS Malta for Real Talk Studying in Malta. Okay, so we have our first question here, Sir CJ and Ms. Lee. So madali po bang mag-adjust sa kultura sa Malta, lalo na kung galing tayo sa Pilipinas?
Okay, that is actually a very good question, no? Kasi most especially to those who haven't experienced, probably, syempre, yung 3 days, 2 nights, 5 days, 4 nights, like, for example, kung magja-Japan ka, punta ka ng Hong Kong, just for vacation, makikita mo na on a very short trip lang yung feeling na nakatira ka sa abroad. Pero iba pa rin talaga kapag nag-aral ka and you are already there like 1 year or 3 years. Imagine, di ba? I couldn't imagine yung lakas ng loob ng mga students natin abroad because I myself was an OFW. So pero sa Dubai naman ako. That's GBS Dubai naman. Ayan, so because we have GBS Dubai by the way ha. So there's GBS Dubai, then we have
Yes.
GBS Malta. So I stayed in Dubai for about 7-8 years. Ayan, so I can honestly say na living and working abroad is syempre yung homesick talaga nandiyan eh. Pero papaano ba
True.
mag-adjust sa culture? 'Di ba? Like for example, when I was in Dubai, nag-adjust ako sa culture nila in terms of, let's say, syempre it's a Muslim country, di ba? So, you have to respect and you have to embrace kung ano yung ano yung kultura nila doon.
Culture,
Good
yes.
thing in Malta is that majority of the population there are actually Catholics. Okay, so hindi siya malayo sa Pilipinas. At the same time, the weather itself as well. So, I think yung weather kasi nagiging culture na rin talaga yan, 'di ba, ng mga bansa natin. So if mainit, talagang hindi ka naman pwede mag-winter boots doon or mag-bubble jacket, 'di ba? So syempre
True,
i-adjust mo
true.
rin yung sarili mo in a way na talagang in ka talaga doon sa country. So I think in terms of intensity or yung madali po ba, easy ba siya or mahirap ba siya, it's a case to case basis. You know, it's really a case to
Yes.
case basis because yun naman talaga lagi ang ina-advise namin sa mga students namin na ang pinakaunang lalabanan mo talaga diyan would be yung homesickness. Kung prinsesa ka or Disney princess ka sa Philippines,
True.
pagdating mo doon talagang kailangan mong kumayod, and at the same time, you know, I mean, na banggit na rin kanina ni Kayla, na banggit na rin ni Lee kanina, but I will be repeating it again, you know, na you are allowed to work in
Yes.
Malta. You know, so I think kapag occupied ka, yung homesickness won't really be a big factor. Okay? Ngayon, it's up to you on how you will be embracing the culture in Malta. You know, so mababait ang mga tao doon. We are very good friends with the Maltese. Um, started working here for about a year already, and I can say na ang Malta, most especially yung mga personnel namin or mga staff namin sa GBS Malta are really really helpful talaga. And then again, it's a melting pot din. Marami siya. Okay, so yep, I hope I have
Yes.
answered your question.
True, true, true.
Ayun.
All right. So we've got here another question,
Mhm.
Sir CJ. I'm a
Mhm.
hospitality graduate po, but I'm currently managing my small business. I'm
Mhm.
interested in transitioning to a career in IT though, like cybersecurity. So is it possible to get approved despite not having a background in the course I am going to apply?
Okay. So, preferably, of course, even if you apply, I mean, I was a school representative for the past 13 years, and all I can say is that I've handled Canada, I've handled Australia. I mean, Australia talaga yung pinaka-first ko talaga. 7 years ako
Yeah.
sa Australia. So, and then, I've seen yung transition talaga ng mga trends. Okay? Like for example, dati patok na patok talaga mga nurses, 'di ba? Medicine
Yes.
professionals, ganyan. And then
Mm-hmm.
biglang nagkaroon ng shift, biglang IT because of
IT.
I mean, with the pandemic na nangyari. So everything went
Yeah.
online. So sobrang in demand na talaga ngayon yung mga information technology, mga cybersecurity, etc., na ganyan. While of course this is gonna be an exciting industry talaga ang IT. I can honestly say here is that as long as you have a bit of background about IT and as long as you can definitely justify it with your SOP kasi kakailanganin talaga namin yan, and then of course you will be interviewed as well dito sa amin. So ayun, once you answered all the questions, I cannot say that you will not be approved, you know, but all I can say is that let's try your luck, you know. Otherwise, if you are not qualified for our IT program, let's say masters in IT or computer science, you know, we can shift you to other courses. Let's say masters in business, or possible, you know, if there will be other course that can be fit sa'yo. Because in masters in business administration, we have 5 specializations, you know. So, pwede nating ano yan, ayan, pwede na siya talakayin, you know, and definitely you can just approach Kayla, you know, because definitely sila yung tutulong sa inyo to map
Yes.
kung ano yung mga programs na available for it.
All right.
Ayan.
So, do you have any
Okay.
questions? Okay, sige. Let's proceed to our questions from our viewers for tonight's live. So, here, sinasabi po na safe ang Malta, pero may racism ba against Pinoys or Asians?
Okay, so I mean, this is gonna be a very, I mean, this is gonna be a very sensitive topic that we can tackle, ano. Pero I
Yeah.
mean, paano ko ba 'to sasagutin in a way na hindi masyadong masakit? Joke lang. Okay, racism, Pinoy or Asians. Did you know na isa ang mga Filipino sa mga pinakamalaking community sa Malta, and there are about 5 or 6 Filipinos who are actually working in GBS Malta. So I don't think there will be a racism in terms of Pinoys or
Yeah.
Asians. Like yung mga nakikita natin mga Asian hate, mga ano yon, mga pangudaw, mga whatsoever, ganyan. But I don't think, there will be any racism there, because actually we've asked some of our students, not just in Malta ha, let's be general in terms of the Europe itself. Kasi meron din kaming mga campuses din in Spain, we have in France, we have in Germany. So yung mga students namin doon, we've asked them, ano yung pinaka main challenge nyo? Meron bang mga form of racism dyan? May hate pa about Filipinos, about Asians, So, and then they answered us, actually, ang talagang kalaban lang talaga nila would be yung sarili nila. Like how they will be able
True.
to deal with the people there. So I think
True.
safe ang Malta, yes. Safe na safe ang Malta. Racism, not much. Okay, wala. Okay?
Yes. So, we have here, Sir CJ, mahal ba ang pagkain at bilihin doon? Halimbawa, magkano 1 kilo ng bigas? Isang Grabe naman to.
Napaka-specific but I love it. Napaka-specific but I love it, Kasi, of course, ang unang tatanong talaga natin dyan would be rice. Kasi mga Pilipino tayo, di ba?
True.
So, rice
Luto
talaga
na lang.
unang-una talagang tatanungin talaga natin dyan. But, yes,
True.
I mean, when I say yes, mahal ba ang pagkain at bilihin doon? Definitely, if you will convert. Okay? Kahit saan yan eh. Actually, when I just went, last 2 weeks, I went to Singapore. Okay? Rice people, correct. I'm very rice people talaga.
Yeah.
So, nung nagpunta ako ng Singapore, me and Lee were in Singapore, by the way, 2 weeks ago. So, anong tawag dito? Lee, bakit ang mahal ng tubig? Bakit 150 pesos ang tubig? Sabi ko, kasi nag-convert kami. Di ba sa iPhone
True.
kasi ngayon, or kahit sa mga mobile phone natin, we can already, yung doon sa calculator, meron na siyang conversion, di ba? So, I typed it, tapos, oh shit, but ang mahal naman. 150 pesos talaga yung one bottle of water lang ha. So, yup, I think mga bilihin sa Malta would be expensive if you would be converting it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, once you are already there, again, emphasize ko lang ulit, you are allowed to work. So meaning, you are earning euros and you are spending euros. So at that point, hindi mo siya masyadong, hindi mo siya masyadong ramdam. Ayan. Correct, Jayrin. Yung rice, di dapat talaga mawala.
Yes.
Definitely. Actually, habang nagpe-present si Lee at si Kayla, kaya kumakain na ako. Ayan.
And also to add it up, Sir CJ, I think kasi I myself have been an international student, no, so I know the culture in abroad. Yeah.
Oo, nga
Yeah,
pala.
so yung style ko is nagro-grocery, nagluluto. Kahit hindi ako marunong magluto noon, as in nag-YouTube ako kasi sobrang mahal talaga ng bilhin. Pero of course, if you live, for example, if you're going to live in Malta, I suggest do not convert na lang. Kasi syempre, yung bilhin naman sa Philippines, mas mura naman talaga. Pero kung pupunta ka na kasi doon, is mag-a-adjust ka din. So I do suggest, huwag ka na lang mag-convert. Kasi syempre, yes, mas mahal talaga siya. So yun nga, parang as I've said a while ago, like compare din sa accommodation, kung mahal ba. So, syempre, pipili ka ng rent na mas mura. Hindi ka pupunta sa CBD or mag ka ng condominium or ganon. So, nasa
True.
sayo talaga. Yes, correct. So, it depends on you talaga on how you will budget and ano yung diskarte mo pagpunta mo doon sa abroad. So, meron din
Definitely,
dito,
definitely.
yes,
Oo, no. Kaya din talaga, I mean, yan si Kayla pala can really share about,
yes.
study, live, abroad, 'di ba? So, ayun lang talaga. And of course, yung kikitain natin doon, like yung one day natin na sahod dito sa
Mhm.
Philippines, it's just 1 hour there.
Yes,
So
correct.
I mean, if you know what I mean, kung magkano siya, ganun
Yes,
talaga yung
correct.
range talaga niya, right? So, yup,
Totoo.
sige. Mhm.
Okay, so wala po kayo yung bridging course for international nurses like Filipinos.
Okay, for now, we still do not have the bridging courses or foundation courses for nurses who would like to actually apply to our public health. However, ang tag dito, niluluto na siya. Okay? Pero definitely, if you're already a nurse here, if you are already, let's say, into medicine, if you're already practitioner, and you would like to study, I mean, if you would like to have your further studies, pwedeng-pwede yan sa Masters in Public Health namin. Besides, you can choose either of our 4 specializations. We have the general, we have epidemiology, and the 2 more that hindi ko na naaalala ngayon. Okay, pero definitely they can choose either in 4 specializations. Ayan, okay? So, pero yup, bridging courses for now, we still do not have. Doon sa mga less work experience, at the same time, doon sa mga wala talagang um, course or hindi talaga sila stream into medicine. Ayan, so wala pa tayo for now. Direct entry lang tayo. Stores ba
Okay.
doon?
So,
Ayan, naku,
may mga
naku.
Filipino.
Alam nyo ba? Alam nyo ba?
I
Ito
love
ang
it.
unang ito ang unang-una kong hinanap sa Malta. Itong definitely, and again guys, if you still did not watch yung XX Lovers ni Jolina and ni Marvin, okay? Kung saan sila nag-shot was a Filipino restaurant. There are Filipino stores as well that
Meron din
being
pala.
featured there. So it's not just in the movie because according to our personnel there, in Malta, when they go out, they are looking for Asian stores. Why?
Yes.
Because favorite kasi ng mga foreign staff namin, like yung mga Maltese staff namin, favorite nila yung choknat natin,
Yes, yes, yes.
favorite nila yon. So favorite nila yung choknat na yun. So hinahanap talaga nila. And they were like, Chris, we've been looking for chocnuts and we couldn't find any here. Could you please bring if you will be coming back here in Malta? Definitely, I said na, sige, dadalhan ko kayo. 'Di ba? So, ayun, hinahanap nila. Pero yes, there are actually stores there. There are Asian stores there.
Yes.
Hindi siguro siya particular like a Pinoy store, an Asian store we can say.
Yes.
Ayan, that has everything there. Ayan.
Yes, correct.
Oo.
That's true. Merong mga
Mhm.
Asian stores dun sa abroad, guys. Pero syempre, mas mahal siya compared dito sa Philippines. So, mas malaki yung tubo nila compared dito sa Philippines kung bibilihin mo. Same pa din. Pero makakaluto ka pa rin ng sinigang and adobo, of course.
Oo.
Magdala ka na lang ng magic sarap. Ay, totoo yan. Ako din, Sir CJ, nagdadala ako ng magic sarap doon. Piatos.
Alam mo
Yan yung dinadala ko.
sa akin, alam mo yung dinala ko noon, yung Knorr, yung taktak na
Yes,
soy
yes, yes.
sauce.
Yung,
Yung Knorr, yeah. I mean, very particular
Wala
sa
dun
brand,
eh.
no? Talagang Knorr talaga,
Yes, yes.
sinabi ko. Ayun, so, ayun. Okay,
So, you
other
have
campus?
other campus sa ibang EU countries like Spain or Austria po, and do you extend the
Mhm.
same program and scholarship sa other campus?
Okay, of course, just for tonight, ang focus lang talaga natin would be Malta. Okay, but
Yes.
Gedu Global Education proudly owns institutions in France, in Germany, in Spain, USA, and also UAE. So meron po kaming mga other destinations din na partner din po ni ICS. Ayan. So if you actually do have any questions about other destinations, let's say ayun nga, nabanggit kanina, Spain. Ayan. So, meron din kaming Spain na institution, which is Schiller International University. It's the first American university that has been established in Europe. Ayan. So, I will not emphasize more because again, baka magtampo si GBS Malta at siya yung focus natin tonight. Alright?
Yes.
But
Yes.
definitely, ayun, nabanggit ko na GEDU owns all of the institutions na nasa likod ko ngayon na hindi nyo po sila makita because nasa bilog po sila ngayon. Pero, makipag-connect po kayo kina ICS and definitely
Yes.
sila po ang magbibigay po sa inyo ng different programs in Europe. Ayan.
Yes, correct. So if you have questions regarding the other courses and campuses of KIDU, you just have to message us ICS Cebu po. All right. So next question. Marami po bang job opportunities sa Malta? Nag-a-assist po ba kayo ng part-time applications pag andun na?
Okay, that's a very good question because ipapasa namin yung bola sa inyo because we have partnered companies. Definitely, of course, yung pagkuha ng part-time jobs and even yung graduate jobs yung graduate visa jobs natin, sa inyo po manggagaling yan. So, bibigyan po namin kayo ng mga listahan. We assist, yes, but we do not guarantee jobs. Hence, ICS din po, hindi po sila nag-guarantee ng trabaho. Okay, just for the record, hindi po kami nagbibigay ng trabaho agad sa Malta. So definitely kailangan niyo muna po talagang mag-apply. Okay? So kapag nakakuha na po kayo ng part-time job doon, ayan na, magsisimula na 'yan. At the same time, your classes also will commence, and then after your classes, let's say after you naka-graduate 1 year of MBA ganyan, kuha na tayo ng graduate visa, and then ayun na, mag full-time job na tayo. Ayun. So, yes, we do assist, pero we do not guarantee jobs.
All right. And before we proceed, Sir CJ, I'd like to shout out from our Isabella team, the director, Miss La Divine. Hi, Miss. Yeah, she's in Canada right now. Hi, Miss Divine. Welcome to our ICS Facebook Live webinar.
Hello
Thank you so much for
Ayan.
attending. All right, so
Ayan.
let's proceed.
Inaabot na tayo ng Canadian time, di ba? O, tingnan nyo.
So, we have here, pwede po ba akong umasa lang sa part-time work para mabuhay at makapag-aral?
Oh, eto talaga, in relation siya doon sa ano natin kanina, di ba? Doon sa sinabi natin kanina na
Yes.
actually, part-time work, kung susumahin natin siya, 20 hours would be less. Okay? Let's debunk the myth na kaya yan, sige, kaya natin siya, kaya natin mabayaran yung tuition fee natin, kaya natin mabayaran yung cost of living natin. Kakayanin natin siya, sige, pero kailangan talaga nating magtipid. Okay? However, if you are particularly na umasa lang talaga sa part-time work, unfortunately, hindi talaga natin siya kaya. Okay, so guys, kailangan talaga na ready tayo. Aside dun sa lakas ng loob natin, we have to be financially ready as well.
Yes.
'Di ba? Kasi hindi lang tayo puro hindi lang tayo puro lakas ng loob. Or hindi na tayo pwedeng puro ganda pagpunta natin doon. 'Di ba? So kailangan prepared din tayo financially, mentally, and even physically kasi you are
Correct.
studying and working at the same time.
Yes.
Okay? So,
That's
ayun po
correct.
talaga. Yup, and definitely, of course, we are looking for genuine students. Same
Yes.
goes with what Kayla said a while ago na bawal po ang fake. So, number 1, we do not give fake news. Number 2, we do not
Yes.
give fake advertisement. And number 3, we do not accept fake students. Okay? So, kailangan genuine students
correct.
po ang kailangan po natin dito. Alright?
So
Okay.
budget din, guys, no?
Mhm.
So it will always depend on you on how you
Mhm.
you will be able to budget your expenses there in abroad. So bakit po namin kailangan ang ICS Cebu kung pwede namang DIY? So yes, you can DIY, but one mistake can cause refusals. So merong mga informations when it comes to applying student visa. If you are not familiar, if answer lang kayo ng answer, tapos wala kayong guidance from the experts, so it can, cause refusals to your application. So as ICS Cebu, we provide expert guidance, proper documentation to your applications, and updated info to increase approval chances. So much better talaga, guys, na if you want to apply for a student visa, much better if you will ask an agent or ang experts. And of course, just ask us ICS Cebu. Anyway, if you need a office naman, kung gusto nyo pumunta sa office nyo para makipag-usap sa amin face-to-face, pwede. Pwede nyo din kaming i-message sa social media platforms namin. So we can definitely guide and help you with your visas applications.
Mm-hmm. And also, just to add lang din, we can truly vouch it because we are from the school itself, okay? And we do not partner with agencies that are fly-by-night. Okay? So meaning, wala kaming mga partners na yung parang i-offer yung programs namin pero parang gagawin lang siyang pathway for them to work there or parang meron ng mga naghihinay trabaho sa kanila doon. ICS is one of our trusted agency po that assisting our students, and plus since chika with Kyla din ito, okay, chika na rin namin ngayon na
yes guys.
Okay, if you will be doing it by yourself, okay, guys, you will not be getting a scholarship. Scholarships will only be available through our partnered agencies, and ICS is actually one of them. Okay, so ayan, and si Kayla yan ang ano natin. Again, Kayla ang nagbukas ng party namin nung ano. Ito na yung nasagot ko na to.
Ito na talaga.
Nasagot na to. Totoo po ba na may ibang agents? Ako na rin talaga yung nagbasa, Kayla. Oo.
Yes. Go lang po.
Ako na nagbasa.
Ako na naman yung mag-ano.
Totoo po ba na may ibang agencies na nanloloko? And how are you different? Ayan.
Yeah, sadly, guys, this is true, no? So, for us, ICS Cebu, ICS Cebu is a MARA registered. So we are very transparent with our fees. So actually, kung meron ako mga applications, may mga students, automatic talaga, sir, na sinasabi ko talaga, ito talaga yung show money, ito talaga yung tuition, ito yung maaano mo sa visa. So ganyan ako. So if the student will say, ay nako, ang mahal naman nito, well, wala tayong magagawa because this is fixed already. So for example, for the visa fee, that's fixed already. So maraming mga students kasi pagpunta nila dito, yung first question talaga nila, for example, GBS Malta, sir, magkano to yung course for IT? So magkano, yun yung first talaga na word nila, how much? So for us, we are very transparent with fees. Wala kami mga any additional costs. We've got even 0 processing fee for our student visa applications. Wow. And yeah, as we also have some real success stories. Meron kami mga reviews na madami kaming natulungan na mga students in abroad. So everything is under contract and official. So yan lang talaga, guys. And that's why as well, Sir CJ, na nagtayo talaga kami ng office dito sa ICS Cebu. Also, we've got some business permits, legit talaga kami. So in case na you want to visit us here in our office and you want to apply for Malta, you just have to visit us here in Cebu. And also, as I said a while ago, you could just message us in our social media platforms. We've got good counselors who will assist you with your student visa applications. So especially
Definitely.
For GBS Malta, yes.
And meron silang
Priority yan.
offer doon na coffee, chocolates, marami silang pagkain dyan. Last time I visited them, ang dami nilang prutas na bit-bit doon. Tapos sobra kong na-enjoy, imbis na paalis na ako. Tumambay pa ako doon at nakikain pa ako sa kanila. Diba? So may pamirienda ang ICS. Ayan. Okay, and of course, our dear April, talaga siya naman din talaga ang punong abala din talaga with all of this.
Yes.
Ayan. Okay, so
Shout out to
sige,
Miss April.
let's answer this question na. Ayan. So kung di ko kaya tapusin ng course, what happens?
What happens?
Okay.
Naku po.
So definitely, if let's say you will be marked absent, you are only given 5 days consecutive. According to the rules ng GBS Malta, 5 days consecutive or 1 week. Okay,
Ah,
1 week consecutive na
okay.
hindi ka papasok, you will be already alerted to the school. At the same time, we will also be alerting the immigration already. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so definitely ang attendance talaga matters. Okay? Because ang pinunta mo
True.
talaga doon is mag-aral. Okay? Yes, you are given 20 hours per week to work, pero wag tayong sosobra doon. Kasi kailangan talaga natin na matapos talaga natin yung pag-aaral natin. Guys, 1 year of MBA, tapos 3 taon lang na bachelor's. Imagine that hindi mo na kailangan mag 2 years na masters. After that, you can already work full time.
Yeah.
'Di ba? So, um yes, definitely attendance talaga would matter talaga in GBS Malta. So we will be alerting as well. And definitely of course ICS naman kasi 'di ba, I believe Kayla, hindi naman parang hindi naman hihinto yung service ninyo sa kanila once they're already
Yes.
there. So syempre i-alert din
True.
namin yung agency ninyo, and then we will be looking for you, where are you, ano naman nangyari sa iyo, ganyan ba't hindi ka
Yes,
pumapasok,
yes.
etc. etc. Ayan. So, yup, ganun po ang mangyayari. We will be alerting the immigration, and if in case na hindi ka nakapag or hindi ka nag-appear or hindi ka nakapag-explain, you will automatically be, alam nyo na, pababalikin tayo ng Pilipinas.
Yes.
Okay? You risk
Okay.
losing your visa, marami kang absences. Correct.
Alright, so real
Ayun.
talk lang po. Ano po ang horror stories na na-experience ng ibang students sa Malta?
Ano ba to?
Nasaktan, Char.
Specific ba to? Multo talaga. Meron talaga doon. Meron talagang multo. Sa mga dormitories namin, that's what they said. Meron daw
Diyos
mga
ko.
meron daw multo. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, right? I mean, akala nyo ba dito lang sa Pilipinas merong multo? Doon din
Totoo.
ha. Foreigners pa
Meron
yung mga
din
multo
doon.
doon.
Oo.
'Di ba? Pero yeah, just kidding aside, just kidding aside, I think yung pinaka-horror stories would be how they would be able to juggle work and study at the same
True.
time. I think yun yung pinaka-horror stories
Survival.
nila. At the
Mm-mm.
same time, they all seen different students na, let's say, yung mga kakagraduate lang nila ng high school or kakagraduate lang ng college, na talagang they are
Oo.
really longing for their family. Like, umiiyak daw talaga sila on their dormitories. Meron din talagang mga parang, you know, meron din parang medyo nawawala sila sa mga sarili nila. Pero, okay, GBS Malta, of course, we have a solution for that because we have student services na talagang
Nice.
looks after the welfare ng mga students namin. So, every day, chine-check yan. If you have any problems, diretso ka lang sa mga friends natin
Yeah.
doon. We have Alan Lofaro, who's the operations manager ng GBS Malta. We have Zoran, who is the compliance
Yes.
manager. Mga best friends, mga besties natin yung mga yon. So, definitely, if you have any questions, doubts, worries, homesickness, or whatsoever, ayan, sila yung mga taong pupuntahan natin. And again, we have student services. Ayun. Mhm.
Nice. Only in GBS Malta, guys.
Yes.
So, our next question, magkano talaga ang kailangan ko monthly in Malta kahit estimate lang, walang filter po?
Naka-filter ako ngayon dito kasi madilim sa akin. Ayan, pero nabanggit lang din nili kanina, I just want to reiterate, 1,000
Yeah.
at least, 1,000 euros ang kailangan
Mm.
natin talaga monthly because
Monthly.
400 to 500 to even 800 euros ang mga accommodation natin dyan. They can
Yes.
either choose yung facility namin or they can choose the housing natin outside naman. Let's say, meron mga homestays din dyan, mga 300 to
Yeah.
400 euros. Yung mga nagpaparenta ng basement nila, mga nagpaparenta ng spare room nila, ayan. But you just have to be very careful, of course, in choosing the right housing. Kasi syempre, nabanggit ka natin kanina, ang proper housing, yun ang pinaka-importante talaga nating hanapin talaga. Because that's
Yeah,
really your
true.
comfort, diba? So, ayun, 1,000 euros at least. Mhm.
Alright. So, real talk po, worth it ba talagang mag-aral sa Malta compared sa Australia or Canada?
Oy, may mga nanonood dyan na mga sa Australia tsaka sa Canada. Wag na akong charutin dyan, ha? Baka, pinagpaplanuhan na ako ng mga friends natin dito. Pero, it's really hard to say, honestly. Kasi nga,
Yeah.
again, I became a school representative ng Australia and ng Canada. And in terms of cost of living, yun yung mailalaban ko sa Malta. Cost of living
Mas mura.
compared to these two big destinations. Ayan,
Yeah.
Malta is really unaffordable. At the same time, it is, it is mura compared to these two destinations. So I think,
Countries. Yeah,
yeah,
correct.
yun talaga siya. Worth it. Lahat naman nagpa-promise naman kasi talaga ng quality education, 'di ba? Nasa
True.
estudyante lang talaga yun if you will be making it worthy ba talaga. Okay?
Yes.
So ayan, nasa sayo 'yan. Okay.
Perfect.
Sige.
So, next is, ano po ang worst case scenario kung ma-refuse ang visa?
Okay. Well, it's not the worst case scenario. I think if ma-refuse ang visa mo, it's a win-win situation pa nga eh. Kumbaga, kung kung ma-refuse man ang visa mo, hindi namin kukunin yung entire tuition fee na binayad mo sa amin. In fact, ibabalik pa namin 'yon. Okay, that's one perks. Number two,
Yeah.
tutulungan ka pa rin ulit namin, okay? Namin, meaning kami, from GBS Malta and even ICS, tutulungan namin kayo if you still really do want to apply, okay? If you still really do want to apply, to reapply, rather, then tutulungan pa rin namin talaga kayo. Try lang tayo ng try, pero guys, we cannot promise also a 100% approval rating, okay?
Yeah.
Because marami din tayong mga nare-refuse from other countries such as Bangladesh, Nepal. Okay? So meron tayong mga countries talaga na mga low risk, meron din tayong high risk. But did you know that Philippines is a low risk country in Malta? So mas mataas ang chances natin na ma-approve provided na kompleto lahat ng documents natin and we are a genuine student. The only reason lang naman kaya ka ma-refuse would be mababa talaga ang proof of funds mo at hindi mo talaga kaya mag-aral
True.
ng abroad. 'Di ba? Do you think if you have only 300,000 in your bank account, kaya ba yun i-justify sa visa officer na, hey, that's the only money that I have in my bank and gusto ko mag-aral abroad? Definitely, 300,000 mo will only be 3 months or 4 months. 'Di ba? Mabilis lang yun.
True.
Guys, mabilis lang yun. So, more on proof of funds, yes, kailangan natin yan. And then, of course, yung genuine, ano ba yun? Yung pagiging genuine ng application natin. Yep.
Yes, correct. And Sir CJ, before we proceed to the last question here, mag-icebreaker muna tayo, guys. So this is our second to the last icebreaker. So if you know the answer, guys, kindly comment it in the comment section below. So this is a question: what is the main reason why you will choose Malta as study destination? So again, may pa-Gcash po tayo, courtesy of Gadu. So what is the main reason why you will choose Malta as study destination? So if you know the answer, please comment it in the comment section below and you will receive a Gcash prize for that question. So again, what is the main reason why you will choose Malta as a study destination? Okay, so while waiting for the answer, let's move on to the last question po from the viewers for tonight's live. So, ano po yung common part-time jobs na nakukuha ng mga Pinoy students sa Malta?
Okay, so ang pinaka number one talaga dyan would be, of course, service. Okay, fast food chains, restaurants, ganyan. Pwede rin tayo into hotel. Ayan, so guys, if you are not that picky, okay, because I've seen a lot of students that are really picky na, ay, hindi, gusto ko sa office ako kasi doon sa teacher kasi ako sa Pilipinas. Ay nako, sa kasi manager kasi ako ng marketing, so dapat sa advertising din ako, magpa-part-time jobs. Guys, whatever is available there, okay? Hindi naman sa sinasabi ko na para pang tuwid gutom. Alright? It's just that para lang masustain natin yung living expenses natin doon. At the same time, makatulong din sa inyo. Okay? If there's already available job there, let's try to grab it. Okay?
Yes.
So, ang mga pinaka-common part-time jobs, again, ayun, food industry, mga services natin. Meron nga kaming student na nagtatrabaho sa Western Union and she's earning around 15 euros per hour. 'Di ba? So do the calculation, magkano siya, 'di ba? So and if mag-ano siya doon every day 2 hours or 3 hours every day, then that's a very good ano talaga. Ayan, oo.
Yes.
Ang dami ng exclamation point nung ano natin live natin, 'di ba?
Meron bang McDonald's din, sir, sa Malta?
Hindi ko alam.
Kasi yun mostly, di ba, ng mga part-time
Oo.
ng mga international students.
Oh my gosh, ayan, binigyan mo na naman ako ng assignment, Kayla. May sasagutin na naman ako sa'yo. Sige, I'm gonna check it if we have McDonald's there. Binigyan mo ako ng, bago ako matulog, binigyan mo ako ng assignment. Ayan,
Yes.
sige, I'm gonna check
Kasi
that.
sa Australia, yan yung mga part-time na mga students. Yung gumaganon talaga sa window niya. What's your order, ma'am? Mga Pinoy talaga eh.
Oo, di ba? Mga
Mostly.
Pinoy. Ayan,
Yes.
alright. Sige.
Okay.
So, yun, I mean, guys, choose GBS Malta, choose ICS.
Yes.
So yun ang masasabi ko na before we actually end this night. Yan.
Yes. It's a very, very nice country, everyone. So choose GBS Malta and study in Malta as well. So, Ms. Lee and Sir CJ, do you have any final message on opportunities at GBS Malta for everyone, for our viewers for tonight's live before we end this?
Okay,
Lee,
I'll go first.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So again, thank you very much, Miss Kayla, for having us.
Yes.
Talk with Kayla, di ba? We enjoyed it. Hopefully,
Thank you so much for your time.
Yes. So hopefully, we could do another talk with Kayla soon.
Yes. Hopefully po. Chika with Kyla.
Oo.
Okay.
Ayan.
Yes.
And then, sige, go ahead, Lee.
Okay, so just a few words why you should choose GBS Malta and Malta as a study destination. Get qualified scheme, guys. Di ba? You're getting back for your tuition fee, di ba? Sa tax credit. Okay, so doon pala. Number 2, why choose ICS Cebu? Di imagine niyo ipaprocess nila yung application nyo without any processing fee. Libre. Yes. Okay, so di ba? Ang dami yung savings na makukuha. And again, marami nag-aantay na trabaho sa GB sa Malta once you've already converted into visa. So, yun. Mm-hmm. So, choose GBS Malta, guys. Okay? And choose ICS Cebu. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Ayan. Thank you so much. Yeah. Sa akin naman, why would you choose GBS Malta? 2 hours na kami nagsasalita dito. Siguro naman enough na yun, di ba? That's already...
Grabe, no? 9:02. That's pinakamahaba na live namin, sir. Yeah. So, sobrang enjoy talaga.
Yeah, that's already an enough.
Talaga to,
I think that's already an enough reason. And Kayla, chika with Kayla, feeling ko palitan mo na yan with Chismisan with Christian.
2 hours from Chika with Kayla.
Ayan. So, guys, I mean, you all stayed here sa lahat pa ng nanonood ng Facebook Live natin. You all stayed here, to actually listen to all of our offerings, and of course, ICS here. Hindi naman po sila fly-by-night. At the same time,
shout out to Sir Josh.
Kukulti ko na gano'n si Josh. Ayan. So, yep. So, thank you so much, everyone. Again, ICS here is our trusted partner, our very good friends. Okay? And then, again, guys, sa akin, siguro last, ang pangit namang sabihin kong last words, di ba? Last message ko siguro for this night would be, if it's not Malta, if it's not with Gedu, if you got the chance to actually study abroad, go for it. Okay, go for
Yeah.
it, because it's not just, I mean, this is a one chance for you to explore different cultures, 'di ba? So again, if it's not Malta, if it's a GBS Malta, if you got the chance, go ahead with it. Thank you so much,
Yes.
everyone, and good night. Thank you, Kayla.
Yes.
Ayan.
So thank you for joining us. Thank you so much to our Facebook Live viewers